In today's review, we are going to talk about the UK-based fintech bank Starling Bank. Now, as for the overview, to get started with, we are going to take a quick look at the origin story of the Starling Bank, as well as pricing, fees and ATM features, exchange rates, and we're also going to talk about if your funds are safe and if Starling Bank actually does have a banking license basically. Now, as for availability, we are also going to cover that, as well as ease of use, customer satisfaction, additional features, and at the end I will actually show you all of the pros and cons so that you will actually know if it's worth going for a Starling Bank account. Now, to get started with, Starling is actually an award-winning bank account where you will basically get tons of different features which we're all going to cover in today's video. Now, as you can see, Starling Bank will greet you with fully regulated UK bank accounts, 24/7 UK-based customer support, and basically the application process is only going to take a couple of minutes. Now, you can actually create a Starling Bank account if you are over 16 and if you do have a home address inside of the UK. Now, one thing which I really like about Starling Bank is that it's completely free, and actually, as you can see, as for the overall service quality, it got 79%. Only Monzo is rated a little bit higher, but Monzo is also primarily focused at paid accounts. So really, if you're going to basically take it into perspective, I think Starling Bank is actually overall a great choice if you don't want to actually pay for your bank account. Now, they have tons of great features, like as you can see there, you will basically have a bills manager, card controls, check deposits, connected cards, and so on. But as for this video, I will just show you the ones that I think are the most important. So let's get started with the travel features. If you want to actually travel a lot, then Starling Bank is a great option because you can actually spend and withdraw cash with your Starling account anywhere around the world. So Starling Bank isn't going to take any fees. Now, obviously there could be some fees depending on where you are going to withdraw your cash, where you're located, and so on. But on the Starling Bank side, they're basically going to take 0%, which I think is super nice. Now, you're also going to get instant alerts when you're going to spend money. And overall, one thing that I want to mention is that their mobile app is basically great. So basically, Starling Bank is primarily focused for mobile users. That's also the reason why I'm not currently logged into my Starling Bank account. So if you want a nice looking mobile app, basically mobile banking app, then I think Starling Bank is a great choice. Now, as for the rates, basically they just pass the Mastercard's real exchange rates onto you, and they don't add anything on top, so you can just spend your holidays but better. Now, as for the fixed savings, basically Starling Bank is going to have a savings account where you can earn up to 5.53% interest on all of your savings, which I also think is actually pretty good. Now, once again, as I think I've already mentioned, Starling Bank does have a UK banking license, which basically just means that all of your funds are protected, basically up to 85,000 Great British Pounds. Now, they also have a virtual credit card features, basically where you can just set up your virtual credit cards to categorize all of your spendings so that you in the end are going to save a little bit more, and so that it is just way more organized and so that you're going to see where you spend your money to. Starling Bank is also going to allow you to open up joint accounts. So basically, if you have a spouse, husband, fiance, anyone basically, you can just open up a joint account to share all of your spendings. So basically you can just simplify your household expenses. Now, basically when it comes down to this, you will just have a shared account where you can both deposit money and where you can then both spend money. Now, depending on if your partner or if you have a Starling Bank account, you will just have to apply for an account right here. If both of you do have a Starling Bank account, you would just have to go through the settings right here to instantly create an account yourself. Now, they also do have a Euro bank account inside the UK. So if you, for example, have a lot of friends that still live in Europe, then you can just use this bank account to send money within weekdays as well as on the weekends. So basically you can just hold, send as well as receive all of your euros for completely free, which once again I really like. So basically, one upside to Starling Bank, there are also some downsides which we are going to cover later on, but one thing which I really like is that they don't really they don't really charge any kind of fees, which is basically unheard of. There aren't a lot of fintech bank accounts that do this, so this is something which you really have to appreciate basically. Now, yes, I've already mentioned you can just do weekend transfers using this EU bank account and so on. Now you can also send your money abroad, so depending on where you send to, you will have to pay a transfer fee. As you can see, the transfer fee is going to be 0.4%, which is pretty good. Obviously, other services like Wise, for example, do have an edge on this and are a little bit cheaper, but still this is a great option in my opinion if you just want to directly use your Starling Bank account to send money. Now, as for the fees, as I've already mentioned, they don't really take a lot of fees. They don't have any monthly charge. They do have the saving pots feature. So basically you can just allow Starling Bank to round up all of your payments, and basically the rest is then going to be sent to the savings account. You can use the mobile app to do bill splitting. You can round up savings, and as for the other features, you can see them on screen right now. Now I will leave you the link for this page in the comments down below as well as in the description, so that you can just read through this and make an educated guess yourself. But really, if you're going to compare it to other neobanks, this is by far the cheapest option from my experience. Now, as I've already mentioned, you can also use your Starling card abroad. So basically you can just use it anywhere you see the MasterCard logo. Now, as for the reviews, Starling Bank actually has excellent reviews. As you can see, they have over 37,000 reviews and over 4.3 of a rating on Trustpilot, which is super good. So for example, if you're going to look at Bank only has 3.5 stars, or let's take Monzo as an example. Monzo has 4.2 stars, which basically is the same, but still 4.3 stars is excellent, and all of the customers are basically satisfied. Now let's get to the pros and cons, and let's get to the final question, if it's actually worth going for a Monzo account. Now, first of all, the pros, the user-friendly mobile app. I think the mobile app is definitely one of the best ones out there, super user-friendly and super easy to get started with. As for the exchange rates, these are pretty competitive, and they also have a pretty transparent fee structure, and they don't really charge that much on certain type of transaction or on basically on monthly allowance and so on. So as for the customer feedback, this is also really positive, and you will also get additional features like saving goals and business banking. Now, as for the availability, this is going to be limited to UK residents only, and also some fees are going to apply for certain transactions or services. So basically just review everything yourself to make an educated guess. However, in my opinion, and this is no financial advice, I have to say this, I think Starling Bank is actually a great option if you want a free UK-based bank account. Thank you for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe if you found this video helpful and if you want to see more fintech and neobank related content.